Going down, everybody? It's your man, Pro Diggy from the Chaos Crew, but you can call me Diggy if you like. And welcome to this video today. We're going to be talking about the pros and cons of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I am enjoying this game very, very much, more so than I have in any previous Call of Duty, with the exception of maybe Black Ops 2. But I really enjoy this game, and but there are pros and there are cons. Now, surprisingly, the pros list is actually longer than the cons list, which definitely wouldn't have happened in Ghost. There is no question about that Ghost, in my opinion, was one of the shittiest other than MW3, but that's another topic. So let's get right into it. I don't want the video to be too long because I know internet attention spans are pretty short. But anyway, so first things first, the maps are absolutely fucking awesome. There's only one map that I don't really like to play on, and the thing is I don't hate it. Like, I will play on it, but I would prefer not to. In Ghost, there was at least like 3 or 4 maps that I absolutely despised. Just the maps that shipped with the game, not including DLC, that I absolutely despised, and if we got the map, I would just back out. Like Chasm, Siege. I kind of started getting used to Whiteout, but I still didn't really like it. But I'm not going to get into that too much. But there was just maps that I absolutely fucking hated and would not play. So that's one thing. The sounds. Again, I've talked about this before, but the sounds are absolutely fucking dope. The guns, like the bullets coming out of them, the boosting sounds, like everything in this game is so crisp, and it just gives me like an eargasm every time I play. So I love that. The graphics are actually finally truly next gen. Ghost was like made for previous gen but boosted up to be kind of next gen sort of thing, and it was okay, but this is actually like noticeably better as far as graphics are concerned. So I do enjoy that. The exo movement, I absolutely love it. I really hope that future Call of Duties follow suit. I think it would be very difficult after getting used to this game to go back to the old style of Call of Duty. I really enjoy this new spin that they put on things, and it's also really easy to get used to, which was something I was worried about. So I'm really liking the exo movement. The perk system, they finally went back to kind of like the old school kind of perk system. There's only 5 perks in each tier for a total of 15 perks. They're split up very well. It's not like, oh man, there's like 4 great perks in this tier, and then this tier there's like nothing to use, and then this tier there's like 2 good ones or whatever. Like, it's really well thought out, and they're placed in a good spot. So I really like the perk system. Game support. For Sledgehammer, this is their first title as far as Call of Duty is concerned, like their first where they actually created the whole thing, and so it's kind of like their baby. And I really like the amount of support that they're putting into it. That's a really good sign. After the game was out for like a week, they already had the first patch ready and live. So that's a really good sign that they're going to support their game. Competitive. Watching Ghosts competitively was like, I did it because I really love competitive Call of Duty, but it was really fucking boring at times. This game, I'm just, obviously there hasn't been a tournament yet, but there has been like lots of scrims and little UMG like tournaments and 5Ks and stuff like that, and it's very much Black Ops 2 as far as how awesome it is to watch. So I'm really excited for the competitive season this year. I really like the amount of customization. It's not just like, oh, you can wear this get up. You can have a different face and this and that, but then you can also have a different mask and a chest piece and shirts and boots and just all kinds of really cool stuff. So I really like the customization. The game modes, the fact that they brought back Hardpoint, they brought back CTF, thank God. And then what I'm playing here, Uplink. Basically the funnest game mode I think I've ever played in a Call of Duty. I absolutely love Uplink. If you haven't played it, try it. It's seriously fucking amazing. The controls, kind of going back to the exo movement, it's very fluid. It's not like, oh great, now I got to learn like 30 different button combinations and stuff like that. They were very well put together in this game. Even by adding all these new elements, it's still really smooth. And then for the last one in the pros, I'm gonna go with balance. It's extremely balanced. There's nothing that I'm like, oh, that's way overpowered. Like, everybody says the BAL's overpowered, but really I think that the other guns are kind of underpowered. if that makes sense. I don't think they should nerf the BAL. I think maybe, you know, for a few assault rifles or something, maybe they should buff them a little bit. The SMGs definitely need a buff. I'm actually going to get to that in the cons section. And like I said, I don't want this video to run on too long, so let's go through the cons. Connection, yes, the connections are still spotty. However, doing a little bit of lobby surfing and stuff, you can definitely find a connection that's tolerable. Having host in this game is actually good, which is great for me because I used to pull host in Black Ops 2 and Ghosts, and it was literally fucking worthless for me. I had to back out. I couldn't kill anything. So at least there's that. The kill streaks are very, very weak. I don't really use any of them. If anything, I might use the UAV. But other than that, the kill streaks are really weak, so they need to be kind of, you know, buffed a little bit, or something has to happen with them to make it worth using. Also, speaking of weak, the SMGs, which everybody knows are pretty weak, they're really only viable, like, super up close, in my opinion. Like, the BAL will outshine an SMG at medium range, pretty much guaranteed every single time. And to be honest, even in close range, it can outgun SMGs a lot of the time. So, you know, SMGs definitely need a buff if they're going to be a viable class in this game. Bugs and glitches, I mean, that's just kind of standard stuff, like the reload glitch, which they patched, the ping bars, which they patched, and it's still a little bit wonky, but at least they're working on it. So the bugs and glitches are kind of a con, but they are fixing it, which goes back to the fact that they're actually supporting their game, so that's good. The spawns could be better, especially hardpoint and uplink. I honestly think that hardpoint and uplink should have like a 2.5 second respawn delay, just because like it's a little too chaotic at times, and it's kind of like CTF as far as uplink, where you kill a bunch of guys and you want to clear a path to the goal, but the problem is they spawn up right on their goal immediately, and there's a lot of times where you should have scored but you didn't because they spawned right there, and then you get wrecked. So it needs a little bit of tweaking as far as that's concerned. And like I said, I think about a 2.5 second respawn timer would definitely help out a lot. The ranked playlist is kind of a pro, but currently is a con. It needs to be tweaked, the whole join in progress thing, so you could be getting, like, you know, a team could be getting wrecked, they leave, you join the game, now you're getting wrecked, and it actually counts against you. Don't really like that too much, and the MLG rule set really hasn't been figured out yet and implemented into the game, so I'm probably going to wait on ranked until they kind of get that sorted out. And honestly, that's pretty much it. I don't really think of anything else that's like really bad about the game. There's not really anything that's really bad other than maybe the connections, but at least, like I said, if you pull host, it's good, and you can lobby surf to get a decent connection. But overall, I'm really enjoying the game. I think this game could keep me interested for a year. The maps that they have, I'm assuming the DLC, the maps are going to be just as good, I hope. So that'll keep it nice and fresh and everything. So I'm really looking forward to see what Sledgehammer has to offer for us. I think they did a great job. The funny thing to me is I think Sledgehammer with this game, their first title, have done much better than Infinity Ward, who basically started Call of Duty. Their last two titles have been absolute shit, in my opinion, and Sledgehammer came in and basically knocked it out of the park as far as I'm concerned. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. This has been your man, Pro Diggy, from the motherfucking Chaos Crew, but you can call me Diggy if you like. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my sights.